Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Let's just clear the air, get the healing sounds. Beautiful, yes, gorgeous and lovely. Today is my snow pant day. It's not snowing, but it's chilly. Okay, well, I hope you are turning the things off, putting the social media away, turning off the news, and being very intentional with what it is you choose to focus your attention on. Because there's a lot of information, and not all of it is good. So pull back and focus on your immediate environment and start taking steps towards love that way. Because I went too deep. It's that 3-eye atlas thing. It's looking up and then all these other things, and it's like, no, too much. It can be overwhelming. It's like we just pile this stuff on and it feels dirty and gross. And so this is that protecting your energy, right? It's important to check in with your heart and your emotions. If you are watching things, engaging in things, giving your attention to things that are making you feel awful, stop it, right? Stop it. It's the only way that I know, like, how do you go up against something huge outside of yourself? It can make a person feel helpless. And that's the opposite of feeling empowered. And so go back, bring it back, pull it back. Okay, this is our card for today. Beautiful. I don't know what this one is. Oh, healing. Yes. The energy of healing helps you heal yourself first. There you go. After that, you can heal everyone around you, like the ripples of a stone cast in water. Yeah, I mean, what a way to disempower yourself by trying to affect so much. It's like, where do I start? How do I get in there? How do I make a dent, right? And then it's like, okay, pull it back, bring it back, go back, start with you, right? And then as you interact with people, spread that love, joy sauce. This is important work to do that. So do it. This is what we are here to do, why we are here in this time right now, to hold the love frequency. This is when it matters, right? When you, everywhere you look, you're bombarded by just things that doesn't agree with your heart, right? Then you need to stop looking out there. Go into the forest, disconnect, reconnect with the earth, with your heart, with your higher self. Start there. And then everyone you interact with, sprinkle a little of that love juice, that joy, that connectedness energy that you picked up from the forest. Proximity. Don't discount the quality and reach and effect that your proximal resonance. I just made that up, maybe. I don't know. But it has power, right? 6 feet, they say, around us is our electromagnetic range. So use it, okay? We got the Tiwas. This is your protection, yes. Okay, what does it say here? From the greatest heights, the eagle has a balanced and broad perspective of the world, liberated from the tight personal viewpoints of those on the ground. Yeah. He is able to see the true lay of the land. He is privy to the universal and cosmic ordering principles that, with higher consciousness, bring true and beneficial law and justice to the world. Tiwaz has a righteous warrior energy. Honor is its defining quality. With this rune comes the promise of a good and just outcome. The scales will be balanced. You might be asked in a position of leadership to make personal sacrifices. Do what you know to be right, as courage and a worthy cause will be victorious. Justice, honor, sacrifice, loyalty, and victory. Okay. Well, there you have it. And here is some rosemary. Okay. Here's some more. I got to chop somebody's bush, and so I was all over that. So the invigorating smells that rosemary has. I don't know if you sniff a rosemary, but if you look up its healing properties, it's really, really good for you. Good for the mind, good for the soul. Yes, nature and all of its beautiful things. Get into it. Get into it. Okay. So heal yourself first if you want to heal the world. It starts with you. Pull back. Pull back to a place when you start to feel, powerless. That's your indicator. Pull it back. Get your power back. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say about this healing and protection and honor and justice and all of that jazz. Let's see. What's our first card? The crossroads. Do I turn towards the things that are making me feel awful, or do I turn away from the things that are making me feel awful? Okay, this is a decision, a crossroads that somebody has to make whatever, and their eyes are blindfolded, right? But look at the size of the moon in behind. So connect to your intuition, connect to your higher self. Make your decisions based on how you feel. Okay, on your emotions. It's love or it's fear, all of it. Every emotion, every reaction, every decision, it's either based, rooted in love or fear. Okay, we got the Hermit on top of your dedication to changing the world. Yes, the kind of world you want to live in, the growing or choosing, transitioning out of the old into the new that you do when you hermit, when you go within. This is a personal choosing. This is personal dedication. This is a personal healing of self. You can't force other people to heal. You can lead by example, but people have to choose it themselves, right? Like, yes, you can break people's TVs and unplug things so that they can't, but if they're really determined, they will seek it out and they will find it. They have to choose better for themselves. This is why this hermiting card is an important part of this process. Your free will, every individual person's free will in the choosing. Okay, but we do have legacy and abundance, okay? And I feel like your choosing love is your legacy, right? Your dedication to choosing hope, choosing joy, choosing peace, choosing the path of least resistance. This is what brings about your abundance, and it is what puts you in this state of birthing and receiving. And this is how you birth worlds. This is how you create change tangibly in this world. But when you're, is it inundated? Inundated? When you're bombarded and overwhelmed with external noise that makes you feel gross and ill and sick to your stomach and helpless and useless and all of those things, that's your fear road, right? And because we live in this dualistic reality, this is something that we have to choose in every moment. And when you develop your muscle memory, when you get really good at the choosing, it's easier to recorrect, right? When you notice you're veering, you can just be like, oh, okay, let's go back this way. Okay. We've got the King of Swords, the Discernment King, the Communicative King, the Transformed King. Okay, yes, this is your ability to cut those things away, to be like, oh, nope, course correct, we're heading in the wrong direction. And it's not like wrong direction, it's just not the direction that you're trying to maintain, right? You want to maintain this frequency of attracting and birthing, creating. That's the good sauce. That's the frequency that rearranges timelines. And I think this timeline arranging power is really, really potent right now. Which is why the heavy is heavier. But Abraham Hicks, I think it was Abraham Hicks, had this analogy that really hit for me. And it was like consciousness, individual sovereignty, power of the people, however you want to look at it. We're going just to the individual, right? It's like a tennis ball. And tennis balls are full of air, and they want to, when they're in any kind of water, they want to float, right? But there are forces, let's just call them forces, that don't want you near the surface, because then you're able to see above the surface. When you're underwater, you just see the reflection of the surface of the water, reflecting what's more of underneath the water, right? And so the closer that you get to the surface, the harder the pressure to push you down, to hide you, to cover, like nothing to see here, right? Go down. But when you push a tennis ball down with a 2x4 or a 4x4, the further down you push it, the harder you push it. If there's just the slightest wobble of that board, what's going to happen? That tennis ball is not only going to release itself from under the pressure, but it's going to shoot back and break through the surface and fly in the sky and get the lay of the land, right? This is that bird's eye view above the normal. And I think more and more people are escaping this pressure and being shot up, and they're seeing in that air suspension bird's eye view moment that everybody is being held down under the water, and they can't see that there's this whole other world just above the surface. Okay, I kind of embellished on Abraham Hicks's analogy there, as I do. Okay, what do we got here? Oh wow. So this is your introspection. Okay, this is your ability to really consider how you're feeling, how things are making you feel, and what you are contributing to how you are feeling, right? Like you can say, oh, the news always makes me feel like crap. And it's like, okay, dig deeper, right? Oh, I'm choosing to continue to watch the news, right? So how are you contributing to how you are feeling? And what can you do different? Turn it off. Unplug. Okay, and this is an important part of getting to your abundance, getting to your place of sovereignty, of joy, of peace, of harmony, of all of these beautiful ideals in life that are possible. Okay, oh, we've got this flipper here. This is like-minded people coming together. This is reciprocating relationships. This is like soulmates, soul tribe, soul people. And this is exactly it, right? Now you're on the surface of the water and you're like, oh, hey, I see a tennis ball over there. Somebody else popped up, right? And this is your community. And I don't know in that scenario how we can help free all the other tennis balls that are being held down, but I think that's the individuation part. Everybody has to find the wobble and release themselves. This is why it starts with you. And this is also how you find your people, your tribe, your fellow floaters, right? Oh yeah, I shot like 10 feet. Oh, I shot like 40 feet. I saw this. I saw that too. We should hang out and live a beautiful life. And, maybe sometimes some of those tennis balls catch a glimpse. They see the bottoms poking through the reflection, the surface, the undersurface. Is that what it's called? Undersurface. And they're like, hey, that kind of looks like a tennis ball bottom. Nah, you're crazy. No, I really think if we just wobble a bit, if we destabilize this pressure that's on us, maybe we can break through this surface. What are you talking about? It's a mirror. It's not a surface. You can't get through it. That's the illusion, right? but it's a necessary part, and that's the pressure too, as being a necessary part, because without the pressure, I don't think you'd be able to break through the surface, right? You need that push down for the ball to pop out. Okay. Okay, so we got some things going on here. There's the devil. Okay. Yeah, the devil's around. They are the devils in the details, the devils that we. This is choosing love over fear. Okay. And your dedication to it. Let's see here. I'm going to put the devils up here because they're a part of the world, right? It's the adversary, the pressure, the things that come against you, the board that holds you down, the people that are like, nah, what are you talking about? There's no break in the surface. You're gonna hit a wall and implode. So don't go up that way, right? Because this is what we're being taught to keep us down in the depths. This is like that, who was it, with the cave and then the shadows, and somebody breaks free and they step out of the cave and then they go back and they're like, hey, this is all an illusion. Those are just shadows on the wall. Like, just get up and come with me and we'll walk out this cave. And then like, whoa, you see like some major real stuff. And they're like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. This is my mother did it. My grandmother did it. My great grandmother did it. This is what we do. We sit here and we watch this wall and believe everything that's projected upon it. And those people, this is why you can't drag people out. You have to let them discover, let them bring themselves out, right? It's that whole, the minute that you take the minute you try to affect someone else's path, you have to take your eyes off your own path. And this is also that you lead by example, right? By living your best life, by being a regulated emotional system, by having loving and beautiful relationships, by showing by example that abundance is more than monetary, right? You are able to be a master. And this fell on to the Six of Cups here. So this is about a divine counterpart coming in, someone else who is also burst through the surface, sees the what's real, and is choosing the love, right? Choosing emotional regularity, choosing the heart, choosing and seeing what is real. What is this? Okay, magician. Yes. Your ability to alchemize. This is exactly it. You take those adversaries and you turn them into gold, right? You take the pressure and you turn into a diamond. But it starts with introspection. It starts with being able to really look at yourself, really feel, really tap in and check in, and to communicate your truth, your needs, to be able to stand firm, right? No, I don't agree with that. No, this is not for me. No, I don't choose that. Okay, you want to be someone who chooses intentionally, who becomes one who can receive, right? Becomes a birther of joy, peace, love, happiness, abundance, prosperity, harmony. This is what your dedication in choosing love gets you. There's also like detaching. And that's another manipulation. Oh, if you're detached, you're heartless. And it's just like, no, this is me valuing my heart. There's some things that are just completely out of your control. There's nothing that you can do about it. And, you know, feeling horrible and making everybody around you feel horrible may seem like you're doing something, but all you're doing is holding the awful vibe, right? And that's not serving anybody. And it's not changing any outcomes either. Okay, patience, yes. Preparedness. Patience and preparedness. Well, I do want to do that because you're taking the devils and we are transforming them. And we're choosing, mindfully choosing the world that we want to live in. And we are very patient. We trust the things, right? It's like, that's a way to turn it. You know, it's like, oh, there's so much pressure going on in the world right now. But that means we're getting closer to the wobble and the release, right? Okay, we've got celebration. Yes, this is your divine spirit team. Our souls are immortal, right? This is just earth school, right? We're not supposed to, we're supposed to learn from the matrix, not be enslaved by it. And just as much as the pressure is necessary, the adversaries are necessary for our expansion. It comes down to your free will. So this is your dedication and this is your mindful choosing. And your spirit team, your spirit family, the beings, entities, souls, whatever you want to call them, who are watching you, engaging, they're cheering you on. They're like, you can do this. You can hold the love frequency, regardless of your external circumstance, right? This is why some people are calling this time in life spiritual warfare, right? Because this is what it's coming down to. We need to always choose love. We need to hold that love vibe and allow the things to fall away that aren't there. Every time we entertain and hold not the love vibe, we are creating dissonance. Is that what it is? Disharmony. And we want to maintain harmony. And you do that with a clear channel, a clear frequency holding, not a staticky one, right? When you're tuning in a radio, you want it to be crystal and clear. None of this in between station stuff, right? Even in between station stuff, you're not one way or the other, but it's also not contributing. So choose boldly, choose confidently, choose the heart and love station. Tune it, own it, and rock out to the music, okay? And then we also have the people. And this is it. This is where it's going to, you're really going to be tested in your resolve, because there's going to be friends and family members who aren't tuned in to the love station, and they're all around you, right? And it's really hard. This is why that this hermit thing is such an important aspect, right? This is individual free will, right? Like, and we can, it's like if someone's drowning, only they're choosing, right? This is like well, all those scenarios, you know, you can help them, but this is about people need to figure it out themselves. You can't help them. And the idea of trying to help somebody who's determined to drown, you end up just drowning with them, right? So all you can do is stand up in the 3 feet of water that they're drowning in and hope that they look over and see, oh, you're standing, right? And then they're like, oh, I can stand too. And then they do. And then you both scamper off. And okay, that's what's going on over there. I'm gonna get an I Ching. I feel like this is an I Ching situation. I Ching is very blunt, straight to the point, no messing around. One more little shuffy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one's ours. Wow. Sung. Conflict, polarization, return to the beginning. Utilize the services of an impartial authority. Any gains at this time will be worthless and unfavorable. Avoid confrontation, use of force, or innovations. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I guess it's backwards. So this is where we're at. We're in this conflict polarization, this choose your frequency, a display of your sovereignty, a use of your free will to choose love, regardless of the conflict. Utilize the services of an impartial authority. That's what I was talking about with the detachment, right? It's one thing you're like, I'm choosing love, but you're emotionally invested in the traumas and the dramas that are happening. Well, then you're just saying you're choosing love, but you have to choose it with your heart. So by being impartial, this is like that detachment from, this is that blind faith, that trust in all things work out for the greatest and highest good. And an acknowledgement of the importance of the pressure, right? That it's all part of it. My job, our job, is to hold the frequency, choose the love, and hold the frequency no matter what. This is why we're warriors of light and love, because it's a fight, right? But without flight, without the conflict part. But it takes strength, endurance, resolve, focus, dedication, right? To hold that station. Okay, I think we're gonna need some, I don't know. Let's get seems how we got the rosemary. Let's get the botanical oracle deck. Hey. Okay. I'll shuffle them. There we go. Okay. What does the botanical oracle deck have to say? We've got bleeding hearts. Love lies bleeding. Whoa. We got lots of blood on the, and we've got cannabis. Cannabis. Okay. Let's do it. I always open it on 33. Okay. 16. Love lies bleeding. Amaranthus cadatus. Mars, Saturn, and Earth. Okay. The amaranth plant spirit is one to ease suffering of an emotional or mental nature. When we feel we are bleeding out our life force, particularly from an emotional wound such as a loss of a loved one, a breakup, divorce, or betrayal, love lies bleeding aids is when we feel isolated and in despair, helping us see a bigger picture to our situation, accept what is currently happening, and move forward to the next new thing in our life, putting our anguish into perspective. It keeps the flow to our process and nourishes us in our difficult times. Love lies bleeding indicates we are in the process of deeply healing or supporting another in the healing process. Yes, we might be experiencing grief, pain, or despair, but our isolation or pain is temporary as long as we continue onward in our process. Her crown is heavy, but she is holding it up, and with each moment she holds it, more seeds fall away, lightening the emotional load as the earth takes the seed, the medicine, and creates a new. The affirmation: pain is temporary and only a part of the healing process. That's beautiful in this healing. And it's really making me think of Mother Earth and her healing process that she's going through as well. I feel like we're like the cells, or, I guess we're cells on Mother Earth's body. And there are some who nurture and give back to her, and then there are some who are cancerous, right? And destroy. And she's in her phases of ascension and healing as well. And think of when you are healing on your own, you're actually plugging in and healing with Gaia. Okay, then we have bleeding heart, element fire. Bleeding heart is a beloved ally in the world of flower essence and plant spirit medicine, used exactly as one would imagine to heal a wounded heart. The spirit of this lovely plant helps people release grief, be it from the loss of a loved one in death or the loss through the ending of a relationship. Bleeding heart helps us recognize and release codependent relationships, choosing short-term pain in order to move towards health rather than long-term suffering. In chakra healing, bleeding heart balances the heart chakra and helps us keep empathy without being drained by others by recognizing what true compassion is. Bleeding heart asks you to reflect on the unhealed wounds of your heart. Where do you hold on to grief and pain? What unhealthy attachments bind you? What needs to be released to move on with your life? Notice how the plant spirit turns her back, turning away from the past to let it go. Bleeding heart tells you to seek catharsis, often through tears, as they drop, is also evocative of tears cleansing the heart. Don't be afraid to cry to heal. Each of the heart-shaped flowers needs to crack and split open to bloom, to release the teardrop in order to heal. The affirmation, my heart is whole and open to love. And this is also it. Oh, that's not it. Sorry. This is also it too. You just because you're choosing love doesn't mean that you're all happy and smiling and joyful all the time. It's something that you arrive at through your healing, through your releasing, right? It's a recognition of the things that are holding you in fear and letting them go. And when it comes to grief and pain and suffering, right? You're choosing to heal your heart, not to stay in the suffering, right? It's like you're choosing to stand up and get out of the water and dry yourself off, dust yourself off, catch your breath as an act of love, of self-preservation, instead of, flailing face down in the puddle, right? Okay. And last we have cannabis. Cannabis sativa, water, earth. So the nature of cannabis is to lighten and open, dissolving rigid boundaries and bringing out our childlike nature, loving nature. It expands our awareness, our field of consciousness, not only to other humans, but all of nature. It can help us get in touch with our body, but also the body of the earth and our relationship to it. Cannabis can aid in increasing telepathic abilities and awareness. The healing nature helps us find joy and humor, allowing us to see ourselves and the world in a different light, calming us and also enhancing creativity. Be aware, be sensitive, connect and commune. When cannabis shows up, feel connected and play. Now is the time for letting down rigid defenses and enjoy the world. Find your bliss in simple everyday things and be aware of the vast levels of life all around you, seen and unseen, physical and spiritual. The lion is symbolic of the relaxed royalty, its innate strength from being rather than only doing. The traditional card suits of the hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades is a balance of the traditional elements depicted in tarot as the cups, coins, wands, and swords. The resinous smoke of the plant brings a soothing balance embodied by the radiating mandala of the card. Affirmation, I am open, I am connected, and I am joyful. I'm getting the sense of allowing yourself time to grieve if grieving is something that you need for release, right? Where you instead of just carrying this feeling around with you, and it becoming a part of your identity, allow yourself some time and space to feel it, to be it, to release it, to get into it, to cry, to, but in a safe environment, in the woods would be nice, by a river. And then when your time is up, when you've got some out, when you've released, then okay, look at these beautiful mushrooms, right? Look at this moss. Splash some river water on your face and do that often. And then you're in balance, right? But you're in balance with your heart healing and earth, and not in this pain shroud. Okay. Okay. Okay, everybody. Yeah, the grief. The grief is heavy right now because of some of the atrocities that are happening in this earth. And this is another mechanism of the pressure, right? Is to manipulate people's emotional states, because we send that out as a ripple. And because we're all electromagnetic beings, we can be on the other side of the world and feel it, pick up on it. And then we're feeling a little, I suddenly feel sad and tired and, pain or grief or whatever. And this is why the cleansing, the grounding, the releasing part is an ongoing thing, because we are all connected. We are all susceptible to the energies that are flying around in the world. And so, yes, this isn't about feigning joy. This is about prioritizing it over, like with healing, you can be in pain while you're healing, and you're not going to be up dancing and jumping and skipping and doing cartwheels through the meadow, right? But you can take some hits of some cannabis and have a moment or two in between your pain and suffering and your healing process to find a moment to step away. Okay. I think we need some love messages. So let's get a couple of those. There's lots of different energies going around today, I'm noticing. Okay. Always, forever, love. Yes, this is the choosing love. Always. Trust your intuition. Okay. Give your body what it needs and wants, but be mindful, be aware. There is a releasing, there is an honoring, there is a healing, but then there is also a wallowing, a cycling, a going in circles, not moving forward. And just be aware of where you're at, right? Okay, yes, forest time. Go into the forest and let Mother Nature hold you. She can take it. She can take it. Release it, and then in the process, she will fill in the spaces that you release with earth energy, with green vibe, with the love sauce, because that's what Mother Nature does. Okay, dance with your eyes closed. Yes, another way of connecting, going within, shutting out the noise. And again, it's not about denial and alienation, isolation. It's about mindful practices and heart healing, space holding. Okay, dreams come true. Sometimes they do. You are strong. Never forget it. Okay, if you are feeling away and it's leaving you feeling depleted and weak, then make the shift, right? Be grateful for what you have. That's a beautiful way of making the shift, right? Take the time to recognize the things that you have lost, but then make sure that you also take the time to be grateful for the things that you have. You will get back what you gave. And take confident steps. It's got chunks on it. Oh, not anymore. Oops. Oh, I just ripped this one. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Well, I hope that there was some stuff in there that was helpful for you. Yeah, a lot of crazy energy going around right now, a lot of grief that's ours, that's collective, that's rippling out and around. And so ground, trust, hold the vibe. I really feel like there's a splitting, a division, and you want to make sure that you are one of the ones that are popping out of the illusion, right? Step out of the cave because there's gorgeous, gorgeous things for you there. Okay, but we've got to heal. We've got to do what we need to do to heal. So every time tears fall from your face, celebrate them because that's something you are releasing. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay. There is the reading for you. This groundedness here. Look at, you've got the gorgeous things that you were attracting when you maintain this love frequency. Okay, but it's a constant tuning, a constant choosing, a dedication, right? This is a discernment, a cutting away, and a speaking your truth. I need to stay in bed all day today, but tomorrow I'm going to spend all day in the forest, right? Okay. There you go. I hope it was good for you. I appreciate you and I wish you all the love and the strength to hold the line of love. Hold the love, hold the heart space. Okay? See you, love you. Talk to you later. Bye for now.